run 3 days of chilled out bikepacking, and I'm going on that. Well, I seem to have got it wrong before. It's actually that boat. There's nothing like getting off the ferry to start a bikepacking trip. Well, it's only going to be a short ride. I did say chilled out bikepacking, and that's what it's going to be. Okay, so it's not a long ride, to be fair. You might have seen the sign down the bottom. I think it was 8 kilometres to where I'm intending to get to. Some might say, you know, is it worth it? All this way to drive, to cycle what, 5-6 mile and camp? But when you're surrounded with scenery like this, it's a no-brainer, I'll be quite honest. So I'm heading to Kilmorey Beach. I'm going to check out another beach about 1 kilometre or 2 to the east. I might pitch there and leave my stuff there tomorrow. I'll take this track tomorrow unloaded, and I'll go to Harris Beach, and that's where the mausoleum is, so it's supposed to be quite a sail. So I'm downhill now. Downhill, and where am I going? Down there. I should have lovely views of Skye and the Coolin Ridge, so it will be worth it. Do you ever get that feeling you're being watched? cold. Whew. Well, since the water crossing, it's been very tough going. Hiker bike. Oh, hang on, check colours. So, just over this brow is Sandman Insir, as it's spelt on the OS map. So, I'll turn you around and let's have a look. I think it's going to be a bit of a stunner. I haven't seen it yet. Hello. Oh wow, that is lovely. Beautiful. I can see someone just stood there. Not sure if they're camping. It's a lovely bay. And looking over to the cooling ridge on the Isle of Skye. If that cloud breaks, we'll get a lovely evening sun on there later. So now I've got to think about where I'm pitching. And there's an old croft over there, stone wall, so that could be a good bit of shelter. Oh, we've got some local residents just up here. Yeah, apparently 30 people live on the island and there's over 1,000 deer, so you've more chance of seeing a deer than what you are a person. Right, let's look for this pitch. For those of you who go fat biking or bikepacking, instead of doing your normal thing and or cycling around your local woods, jump in the car or go on the train, go somewhere new, because it's a big world out there and I'm not even touching the surface and it's absolutely stunning. So get on your bike, pack your tent, get out there. see, it smells absolutely gorgeous. It's one of these spice tailors, one of them meals, brilliant. Here we go. You may have noticed, got a cast iron skillet. It's a fire maple. I think they're a US brand, but I managed to get it on Amazon in the UK, and very reasonable, 20 odd quid I think. And that does get the food piping hot with it being cast iron. Not ideal for bikepacking because titanium's the way, but sod it. You know, if you're going bikepacking, a lot of people use them hydrated meals. Why slim it? Nice bit of steak, spices. Bloody hell. Bang on. Oh, it's got a bit of a kick as well. I don't do spicy. Cheers. Bloody marvellous. And what a view. Don't worry, I'm not going to have a wild fire. I've got a firebox. I've got it sitting on stone as well, so it'll be a leave no trace. Well, I totally lucked out with the weather. All week it was forecast drizzle, clag, low cloud, so I expected to be sat in a tent. Even last night the forecast was rain, but the weather gods are on me. Yeah, it's beautiful. Tomorrow might be a different story, but at the moment this is top draw. So change of plan for today. Instead of staying here for a second night, I'm going to pack up and go to that Harris beach where I was going to go unladen anyway. The reason being is the forecast again is yeah, it's completely different to what it actually forecast. It's going to be nice. There's going to be minimal wind, sunshine. It should be a lovely evening. Maybe a little bit of rain tomorrow, but I'm not bothered about that. Anyway, that'll end up being sunshine. So yeah, I'll be packing up, heading back up the hiker bike, crossing that the water. Not looking forward to that. And then hit that double track all the way to Harris Beach. So yeah, it should be nice. Okay, all packed up, ready to move on to the Harris Beach on the south side of the Isle of Rum. All cleaned up, left no trace. Obviously that's the golden rule with wild camping. The stones I used around the firebox, I put them back where I found them, so as you can see you can't even make out the flattened grass. So let's trudge on. To save me going through that water, I looked at the map and it did state there's a footbridge. So here I am at the footbridge. It's not there. So I've got to go back on myself. And these deer on the right laugh at me. There's about half a dozen there. We've got 8 or so on the hillside. Probably thinking, look at that muppet, where's he going? Okay, backtrack. Well, the river crossing proved uneventful in the end. Managed to ride straight through. Anyway, got an old cemetery here, old burial ground. Yeah. Yeah, I think I can make out dates on there. It's 1877, 1871. There's a lot of people here. It must have been a hard life up here years ago. Let's see, the crofts where they used to live early. Here, one there, another one just behind this gravestone. Another one there, and all dotted around. So they've lived here and they've settled here. Wow. I think this one reads 1828. It's nearly 200 years ago. 207 years ago. This poor soul was laid to rest here. What's happened in the time that person's been put there? Right, I'm in need of a sugar fix. So let's see if I sprout wings. Bloody hell. Oh, that's tough going at hiker bike. It drains you, especially pushing this old Shire horse. Then again, this old Shire horse is getting a bit old. Oof. Okay, I'm back at that junction I was at yesterday, so I have to turn right, making my way to Harris Beach. So I think I've got a little bit of a climb, a bit more, and then a steady descent down to the coast. Bloody hell, it's some climb this. I think I'm near the top. I think it goes up to like 300 metres, 350 metres, and I'm very close. Maybe a few minutes, but so much for chilled out. Oof. Right, that's the top. Wow, that was hard work. The view's pretty much worth it. Right, I don't actually like cows, and these cows, or should I say coos, have got big bloody horns. Huge. As long as they stay sitting down, I'll be alright. Here's the mausoleum. Quite a bizarre structure in such a setting. And there's dozens of deer down there. Wow. It's a different resting place to that place back on Kilmorey Beach. There's somebody behind this family. Sir George Bullow. One thing about it, it would make a good bivvy spot. Just kidding. They built that here back in, when is it? 1939, this one. 2012. So maybe their family still gets put to rest here. Seen this just on the hillside. Must have been some sort of, I'm not sure, like a, I don't know. It's got the B for the family's initial, so maybe this was a bit of a dome and you could go inside. These bits scattered down here as if something's collapsed. Jeez. Ooh, that's a long way down. Okay, so my thinking is I'm going to pitch here. It's not the best, a little bit lumpy, but I think I'll be fine. Currently, the wind's coming from the west, which is that way, so going a bit off the sea. But this afternoon and overnight it's going to come from the north, which is there. So obviously I'm going to get a bit more shelter, hence why I'm thinking here. Yeah, can't complain. It's a bloody nice spot. Who am I trying to kid saying it's not ideal? Look at it, it's bloody perfect. Wow. So nice and early to pitch. I can chill out now this afternoon, looking at that view. Look at that view, amazing. Okay, so when I usually come to Scotland, whether it's the mainland or the islands, I always pitch up and then have a bit of a walk about to look for antlers. So I've just found a wild goat's skull and I don't know, what are they, horns or antlers? I don't know what they have. But I still had a bit of hair on it, which is a bit minging. Anyway, I've come about 200-300 yards away, and if I flip the camera around again, this is deja vu. When I was at Glen Affric, something up here has caught my eye. Dear me, these are freaking huge, 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 huge. Wow, a pair. Bloody hell. Right, let's set you up here. There you go. I'll have that. And that was me thinking of taking the goat back. Looks like these. Beautiful. Very nice indeed. So it must have come off in a vat. Well, I wanted chilled out bikepacking and I'm definitely getting it. This is magnificent. The weather, absolutely perfect. The scenery is just something else. And we're going to have a great sunset this evening, so that's going to be something to keep an eye out for. What a place. I mean, look at them mountains there. Awesome. I do miles and miles where you just sit and chill. Yeah, that's my thing. Chilled out bikepacking. See Goatee McGoat faces up there. Wow. Be careful, kid. It's a long way down. I've already seen Grandpa's head. Don't let you. Wow. Quite amazing. That's their thing, to scurry along the cliff, search for food rather than on the moorland. So nimble. Okay, so chilled out bikepacking. It's a thing. I'm claiming it. The last couple of days have been fantastic. Yeah, a little bit tough in places, but for me, over the last few years, it's about the destination rather than the journey. Bike packing, yeah, it's about, you know, travelling and packing your bag and getting somewhere and turning out miles for a lot of people, but for me it's about picking the right location. Look at yesterday, day one, there was southerly wind, so I went to the north of the island, so I knew I'd get more shelter, and also having a fantastic view of the Cooling Ridge on Skye. I mean, happy days. And I didn't just go to the first beach, you know, I trudged on for 45 minutes or so over horrible tussock grass to get to that quieter beach, because I knew there'd be no one around. And then today there's a northerly wind, so I scrapped my plans of being at that beach this morning for a second night, and I've come to the southern end of the island on the Harris Beach on Rum. And wow, it's been something else. I thought last night was amazing. This is something else. I'm not too sure of the name of the hills. I don't know if the Munros, Corbetts or Grahams, but this range that's I'm facing, that's in front of the tent. I'm sure I'll put a name at the bottom. The mausoleum, I mean, wow, what a setting. Just missed the sunset. It's just gone behind the headland, but the light is fantastic. So instead of bike packing, like I said yesterday, or just a few minutes ago early in the film, instead of doing your normal woodland, your normal whatever you do, just go that little bit more, because if you get the weather that's right, pick the location that's right, it's an absolute win-win. I mean, the last couple of nights, I've done a fair few, but the last couple of nights have been well up there for locations for me. Okay, it'd be a different story if the forecast that they gave, you know, carried on being wet and murky and drizzly and claggy and horrible. It would have been an absolute nightmare. But the weather makes it, so when the weather makes it, you've got to make it. So load your bike, get out there, pick your location well, have fun. Cheers.